Making a difference for local students, both in and out of the classroom, two local nonprofits are teaming up to help provide children with musical instruments and assisting their education. Joining me right now is Bruce Garfield, the State Director of Music for Matters Ohio. And Bruce, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Coming down from Columbus to join us on this holiday Monday. We really appreciate it. So talk to us more about the mission of Music Matters Ohio.
First of all, it's to be able to put instruments in kids' hands and into schools, particularly those that are underserved. There's deserving hands that need to have something put in them. And also, the mission is to be able to shine a light on the importance of music and arts education, which are usually the first programs to feel the edge of the budget-cutting acts.
Yeah. Now, Bruce, we hear it in the name, Music Matters Ohio. I grew up in show choir in school. It made the world of difference in my life. Why does music matter to children in their education?
Well, because what it does is it helps them develop self-esteem, hand-eye coordination, team sport, pride. It gives them lifelong tools of change. I was a middle school student growing up in the Bronx from not a well-off family, and having a trumpet donated to me changed my life forever.
Yeah. So talk about the partnership, though, between Music Matters Ohio and activities beyond the classroom.
It's interesting how we connected. I wrote to the mayor, who sent me to the vice mayor, who decided to send me to the head of the Board of Education, who decided the most progressive program that I should connect with was Activities Beyond the Classroom. And I think they're fantastic, and I only wish that every community in Ohio had an organization that's so forward-thinking.
And we need more music education, as you said, in our classrooms, and that's usually the first thing to go. And when it comes to something so formal as music education, why is that important? I know a lot of people think it's about singing, dancing, or just the outwardly, but learning to actually read music and be formal about it, why is that important? It's
a team sport. You don't have to be tall. You don't have to be fast on the field. You don't have to be bulky. It's a team where no one person is more important than the other. It really provides a sense of unity. And then it's something that is enjoyable. So that, to me, are some of the main attributes.
And people can get involved. Where can they drop off instruments for students in need here in Cincinnati?
The School for Creative and Performing Arts is the main drop-off point. It's on Central Parkway, I believe. And the way that happened is we have the state divided into 17 districts. And the district captain happens to be an educator at the school. So what was the likely place to drop instruments off? It's that school.
And what does this mean for CPS to be the first Cincinnati area school district to benefit from these donations?
Well, all schools in the area are eligible, and we've collected a wish list. And so those that are really most in need of servicing elements of the community, like I said, certain schools are underserved. They're the first recipients. But every school in the city can sign up.
To be a recipient.
Right. So I implore all your listeners and anybody, to dust off that instrument that's been collecting dust in the attic or the basement and put it to much better use. There's a lot of those. Harry, please get those drums out of the basement. Or do we have Susie's clarinet? And Susie left the house 20 years ago.
And there you go. All right, Bruce Garfield from Music Matters Ohio, thanks so much for being here with us.
Lovely to meet you.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And all of this is happening at the School for Creative and Performing Arts. Saturday, May 30th, community members are invited to bring their instruments, as you heard, that have been collecting dust in the basement or the garage. You can bring those from 9 in the morning until 5 in the evening. Bruce, thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
All right.